Today's episode is voice. Thank you, Bill. This episode is being dedicated to the loving memory of C. Martin Croker. So he was the voice of, most prominently known as the voice of Zorak and Moltar on Space Ghost Coast to Coast, but he was also one of the brainchilds in Adult Swim, which many people today realize is one of the big influences of modern comedy and modern comedy for young people. So, please join me in a very brief moment of silence for the fallen. C. Martin Croker. All right. Big inspiration on my childhood. Childhood, I thought, might have been one of the words to consider today, but I thought the word voice had a bit more of potential. So, please like, share, comment below any ideas you have for jokes with the word voice. For those who don't know, this is a writing, a little bit of insight into the writing process of me, Steve Whalen, Mr. Jokes. What we do is we take a idea, a big idea like voice, something nice and fruitful, and we break it down into smaller ideas, and then we break those even more down into specifics, and hopefully we can come up with some jokes. So this is the main idea of voice. These are some things that pop into my head immediately. So when I think of voice, I think of talking, and when I think of voice, I think of expression, like finding your comedic voice. We're going to go pretty long today. I'm going to make these words nice and big, so I know everybody loves the big words. Specs is short for specifications, which we do. So, for example, if we were doing something like door, it would be like you put your hand on the door, you turn it, we'd be writing stuff like that. And so the music we have today is we are going to listen to Space Ghost Musical Barbecue and Surf and Turf in loving memory. So the music's going to be pretty loud today. Oh my god, it's going to be so good. Potato Knish. Alright. Alright, let's get rocking. Big beef jerky.
Potato Knish. I smell onions. Pizza too.
The dog needs washing.
And so do you. It smells like. It smells like. It smells like. It smells like Cartoon Planet.
So, when we think of voice, quack, quack. Oh, it's going to be fun. Okay, so let's get one more big idea. Talk, expression, the specifics, and what else? My voice, sort of, let's see if any of our fans have anything to say. Feel free, please comment, like, share. Really appreciate your input as always. Lucas Gardner in the house. I will give you a shout out if you comment. Musical Barbecue. Bill says Musical Barbecue was the first CD he ever bought. I actually got shamed at an FYE for your entertainment for buying it. The guy didn't even make eye contact with me, and he goes, I can't believe somebody bought this. Alright, talk, expression, talk. Right, you talk with your mouth. Expression, idea. What's the big idea, right? Hello, idea man. What's the big idea? Talk. Lips. Talk. Obviously, everybody loves Cartoon Planet, but I really loved Space Ghost Coast to Coast. I love you, baby. It's an underrated album, you know it. For something that could easily be, you know, kids show garbage, they did a great job. I'm talking about Cartoon Planet. I mean, everybody knows. People sort of especially see it today. Space Ghost Coast to Coast was so brilliant. Somebody left the cake. Big idea, baby. Big talker, maybe you're a blabbermouth, as Ralph Cramden would say. Let's think of, think of the negatives of something. I'm going to put how it relates to comedy.
The life of a rodeo clown is a painful and solitary existence. I know, for I am a rodeo clown. Oh, you are not. I am too. You are not. Well, I want to be one. Like a moth to a flame.
So comedy, you know, there's a lot of double talk, expression, where you get out there. Right, your comedy voice. Who I am. Who I am. Specs your lips and your mouth. Makes a sound. Like kind of a shockwave. Could be loud. Ears. Unpleasant. Screech. My comedy voice. Who I am. I'm trying to... my brand. And there's also like a hot iron. Space Ghost, are you talking about branding with a hot iron? No, Zorak? Charles Chiwalko in the house. I sent my agent a message that I lost voice. He said, that's great, I can get you a gig tonight. Julia Solomon says, Steve, you need new markets. I hear you. Oh, man. Oh, markers. Okay, I understand. Oh, man. Well, you know what? Maybe if you buy me a few. I use a marker when it's down to the last batch, but you see Shake of the Pen is a big part of the show. So I do like the idea of lost voice. Charles brought up lost voice.
I got a little carried away.
Missing, deaf. Someone set me up on a blind date. They said she'd be perfect for your act. They said she'll see you at the club. She'll really appreciate your act. She was deaf. I've heard of a blind date, but a deaf date? This idea is pretty complex. It's got to. Someone set me up on a date, so it's already you're focusing on the date and you're focusing on the woman.
Wake up in the morning and tingle into take a hot shower, watch the news, then it takes over easy on the greasy side. Oh yeah, I'm just an ordinary guy.
An ordinary guy.
Except I can fly, and
Sometimes I'm invisible.
all day long I'm just a right cross and make an evil villain's miserable.
Boy, you can say that again.
I love making evil villains miserable.
Of all the cartoon shows in all the universe,
I get stuck on this one.
Workday's over and I got
Day with a big fat piece of pie.
I sit around thinking, what a good boy am I? But hey, I'm just an ordinary guy. Just an average superhero kind of guy.
I think he meant I lost the voice. Like the TV show, but I could be wrong. Can it be both? The Voice is a TV show. I feel like I'm on The Voice, but my audiences spin their chair to the other side, folks. Boy, I'm getting some of that Space Ghost energy. I'm getting C. Martin in me.
hypnotized by the TV. Yes, the TV. Must watch more of the TV.
And you should too, kids. TV is good for you. It gave me a job and helped put food in the mouths and clothes on the backs of my two sweet kids,
Eugene and Doris.
and my adoring wife, Charlene.
Eugene and Doris. You geek.
Oh, what's in a name?
Hmm.
Here's a lovely song about my favorite food. Lima, lento, soy, and pinto, navy, northern,
And garbanzo.
kidney,
Even garbanzo?
groats. I love beans. I love beans. Woo, woo, woo. I love beans. How about you? High in fiber, low in fat. Hey, I bet you didn't know that. When I eat beans, I say it in my own little cloud. Nobody comes to visit me in my little cloud. I don't know why. Maybe because I'm cutting muffins. Because I love beans. Hey, hey, hey! I love beans every day. Beans are an excellent source.
Boy, 2 viewers, huh? How the mighty have fallen. But I really appreciate spending time with me. Alan Yasbin in the house.
I got a doodle in my doodle, and his name is Pinky Boodle.
Minky Boodle.
I got my mojo rising. There's a boodle in my strudel.
Minky Boodle.
Thank you, Bodo. My idea, outreach, artistry.
I'm serious. Shut up, Greg.
Artistry.
Stop it, stop it.
Freedom of expression.
Stop it, 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 stop
freedom of expression. Hey, I have freedom of expression, and my audiences have the right to remain silent, folks.
It's really kind of sad. Maybe because
I'm gonna put a little, hey!
Why is that so bad? We all need some lovin' every now and then. So smack me one big mama.
I had a very interesting day today. Not only did the Giants win, which I love, but, you know what? Maybe it's not set on public. Let me see if this is set on public.
To tell my troubles to
It is public. Oh, boy.
stinking prison pod is all I know. So tell me that I'm smelly. Tell me I'm a dope. But say you'll be my sweetie. At least give me hope. 'Cause I could use a cuddle. And a smooch or three.
This show really improved my penmanship.
Everyone needs lovin'.
Someone's texting me. That can't be good.
That was so beautiful.
Oh, yeah, the Yankees ain't doing too great. It's my father. Very tough. Excuse me. Yeah, me and my father, we love to talk about sports.
Take notes for me, class. I would just sit there with my mind a complete blank while the monkeys scribbled on little pieces of paper. At the end of the week, the teacher said, "Class, I want you to write a paper using your notes." So I wrote
I have freedom of expression, and my audiences have the right to remain silent.
Can I have a banana? Eat it. I told her. When I told my mom about it, she said, "I told you never trust a monkey." And
Let's see what we got. Talk. Big talker. Talk behind back. They talk behind my back.
No.
They say things about me.
is it Tuesday, Tuesday, better win Tuesday?
No, 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 no,
Is it
no.
Wednesday?
No.
Is it Thursday?
Shut up.
Is it Friday, Saturday?
Oh, man. Freedom of expression. Get yourself known. Idea it's dangerous, like Inception, except not boring. Man, Inception. This feels like the jazz we listened to on Thursday. If you're a hater. Castro is out for the season. Oh, Ryan. More bad news. Ryan Douglas, by the way, he does a lot of stuff at the Annoyance Theater, Brooklyn. One of my favorite places to perform. Check him out. Comedy, I'm trying to find my comedy voice. My comedy voice. I'm trying to find my comedy voice. My audiences are trying to make me lose it, people. My audiences hope I lose it.
You know, love is a happy guard all throughout the universe. It's when a male part of the species goes to the female part of the species and says, "Hey, you want to go on a date?" And then she would say, "Well, yes, I'd like to go on a date."
Trying to find my voice.
And then you go
My audiences.
and she gets something called a salad. And then she gets a big piece of beef that
Huh.
she eats. And that, to me, ladies and gentlemen, is love. Kind of makes you cry, doesn't it?
I like that song. We just talked about, we did an episode about dating. It was so bizarre to think about dating where it's just like the way it's done, where you take somebody to a restaurant to try to figure out whether you want to spend the rest of your life with them. You simulate a meal. Big talker. They're talking behind my back. All you do is talk.
I don't think so.
Words, right? Actions speak louder. Guess everybody's watching the Emmys. Congrats to my friends who won Emmys. I have friends that were nominated. I know my buddy Julio Torres was nominated for SNL, and now he's a writer on it, along with my friend Anna Dresden. I don't know if he's a friend, but I call him Friend Lee. Me and Josh Gondelman, very friendly guy, very cool guy. He won an Emmy for Last Week Tonight, which he definitely deserved. That is one of the best written shows on TV, especially political comedy.
Stupid song.
I can't stop it. It's a song that never ends. Some people know it,
Trying to find... Is my brand too strong? One time I performed, and the host who went up after me said, "Does that act have enough irony in it for you?"
To the river. Honey, that's where I'll be. Gonna hold my nose and jump right in, 'cause you don't care about me. Take me to the river, where the water
There's going to be a short intermission, very brief,
down where the fishes sleep.
Um,
You don't care about me.
because I am making a Cornish game hen. I just need to rotate it real quick. It smells good. Vin Forte in the house. I saw that he had... Boy, you had some good guests recently on your show, on Anytime with Vin Forte. It's slipping my mind right now. I'm sure you'll be able to comment it. But check out his podcast. And Charles Chiwalko is CityBug7 on Instagram. Julia Solomon is a hilarious comedian in her own right. Let's see. Expression. I got to express myself.
We'll go down to the river, and you know I'll jump for joy. When she looks at me with those great big eyes and says, "Sora, you're my boy."
There's the express bus. Big talk. You talk behind my back. You're talking smack. You're talking, you know, the S word. Let's see. My voice. You gotta stay away from bad ideas. Bad people in comedy. People who are out to get me. Oh boy, thank God I got the fan going. It's a little steamy down here. My voice. And also my voice. I did a riff once. I was on a podcast. Super Live Adventure podcast. And I was taking a menthol. A Halls. And they said, "Why are you doing that?" And I said, "I have to protect my golden instrument. And also my voice." And that was a good podcast. You can check it out. Let's see. So I like that golden instrument.
Okay, who let it fluffy?
Fluffy?
It's mighty smelly in here. Zorak, did you let a fluffy?
What are you talking
Oh man.
Come on, you
Golden instrument. To be blessed with an instrument like that.
what's a poopy?
A great MST3K riff. The night train to Mundo Fine.
What died in here?
Oh.
I went out last night to get me a bite. What's about a quarter to two?
I like to express myself in my act. Express. My buddy Joe Rumrow, one of my best friends in comedy, somebody talked about how bad the panini sandwiches are at a place, and he said, "You want to talk about bad press?" Craig Hecht, The Light Shines. I got to do that again. Oh yes, Kelly Carlin, George Carlin's daughter, great guest. I was never a huge fan of Brack. I know he was like the fan favorite on the show, but Space Ghost was my favorite. I've always been a huge superhero fan, that's why. After all, my favorite episode of Space Ghost Coast to Coast was Joshua. The one that's like a fake training video. Lips, mouth sound, shockwave. My comedy causes shockwaves, mostly when I walk. That's a fat joke. I think I'll zap him with my power bands. Wants to be just like me. Man, what a great show Space Ghost was. So yeah, you'll see on the Joke of the Week is going to be on Friday instead of Saturday, because I've had a lot of people, they kind of skip social media on Saturday. That's their day to go out and live their lives. Quit knifing around. Yeah, Craig Hecht, The Light Shines. I have a couple people telling me to do an episode of Riffing Time again. I was home yesterday. That might have been a good idea. Photon, Todd McFarlane Spawn. Todd McFarlane Spawn really... We should have settled on one episode. That really killed my soul. Hello, it's me, Todd McFarlane. Alright, let's write some jokes. I'm blessed with this instrument. It's a blessing and a curse. I'm loud! I actually should do... You know what? I'm going to write this joke just because I don't have it written down. And I should have it written down. I did this joke at the Greenwich Village Comedy Club. It was kind of an open mic, like, you begin the set just to ease people in. Like, sometimes I'll say something like, thanks for staying till the end of my career, if I go up late. Or I'll say, I'll keep this quick, I'm working on my HBO half minute. And, so... I'm so loud... People are walking out of, and then I say a comedy club that's kind of far away.
I'm rambling, rambling everywhere I go. I ramble down to visit with Mary Jane, but she's up and moved away and changed her name, so I go rambling. Just a rambling guy. I'm wandering. Yeah, wandering.
Yes. Yeah, Future Quest. I am reading that. All those books are pretty good. Scooby-Doo Apocalypse is pretty good. The one that's like Wacky Raceland is okay. But yeah, Future Quest is pretty good. I mean, those are solid characters. So what do we got? Yeah, I'm making I'm making a Cornish game hen, baby. It's always nice to try something new. I mean, the New York Giants won, so I was very strongly thinking about making New York Giants victory buffalo chicken again, but I have a feeling I'll be making a lot of it this season. They look very good. Their defense was insane today.
I had this gym teacher at school who told me,
All right, so let's get this going.
buddy, yeah,
My brand
yeah, buddy, boy, yeah, hey, baby, yeah, baby,
clothing
buddy, yeah, buddy,
brand and item.
baby boy,
What's my personal brand?
baby boy, yeah, buddy. I liked him a lot because he gave me a knee. Sure I did.
My personal brand
Got those tight?
is
The end.
Brand X. Brand X. So simple and plain.
Say that I'm a silly so-and-so.
So and so.
Tell me
Brand X.
cute or cool.
Trying to brand my own X.
Come on my big toe, darling.
Oh man, Express Bus, express yourself.
Just a crazy
Love sick fool.
I
Got
know.
a lot of coins in my pocket.
Married you sometimes.
Alright, so let's see.
Like when I threw your mom into the pool. I yelled a lot and you
Actions speak louder than words. Wait till they get a load of me.
I'm just a crazy.
Hey, if actions speak louder than words, I should fly.
I remember
If actions speak louder than words,
it was in the laundromat.
You came in to wash your feet. She was eating a pile of meat.
And now
it speaks to me. That's a good one.
from the moment I have been exposed.
Getting disclosed.
But when and if someday I get set free,
Free, take me.
Someone said their comedy speaks to me.
with a twisted and that's lies and crazy, something won't win.
Somebody at a show said they said Steve's comedy speaks to me. And they said, what's the problem? He said, it speaks to me. My comedy speaks to people. That's the problem, folks.
Somebody, please kill me.
I really like the idea of speaks to me.
And now, here he is, ladies and gentlemen. The Sands Hotel of New Flandard is proud to present the King Space Ghost.
An interesting take on Cartoon Planet was they kind of made Space Ghost as desperate,
Space Ghost.
and he was more in denial.
Space Ghost.
Oh, and the telethon episode is one of my favorites too. The part where they get Pete Michael, the comedian, who I looked up. I don't know if he's a comedian. He might be. I think he's a ventriloquist act. Not saying that's not comedy, but you barely hear about him. He doesn't have an agent, I don't think. But there's a part where they use the part where he flubs a line, and he's just like, "All right, forget it, sorry," and he walks off. Oh my! I was crying laughing.
What happened to the water? The water,
Christopher, Joe Rumrow, we're just talking about you.
the water, so wet.
Christopher Garner, two very good friends, and Adam Susan and Brian Kim are here.
Water got into the dirt and
Joe Rumrill, check him out. He's on Cartoon Monsoon every month
my shoes.
at the Annoyance Theater in Brooklyn. Christopher Garner is on a show called Groovin' with Garner, which is every month at Over the 8. Check those great shows out.
My mud got under
I gotta see if the newest Cartoon Monsoon is on YouTube. I was in it. I was a clown who had a voice like Andrew Dice Clay, and I was able to shout a lot of things like, "Now shut your fucking hole!" If you'll pardon my freedom. Let's see. Don't silence me. What's his name was a very private individual. What's his name? Thanks. No, thank you, Chris. Thanks for watching and commenting. C. Martin Croker was a very private individual. He didn't have a Twitter. I wonder why he died so... I wonder if he was a heavy smoker. An idea can be dangerous. My comedy speaks to people. Yeah, that's the problem. Someone said, Steve, your act really speaks to me. And I said, great. And they said, They said, Steve, your comedy speaks to me. I said, well, that's great. They said, can you make it stop? I'm going to write that down just because it's in my head. I received a really good compliment. I have to make sure I go out and thank her because I was coming down from an audience high. But I did a drop-in at Greenwich Village Comedy Club, not to brag. And there was somebody I know named Ricky Sofer. She's a very hilarious comedian. She told me it was so nice to see somebody up there that's kind of just doing their own thing. Someone told me, Steve, your comedy really speaks to me. Also, Joe Rumrill has a very funny, one of the funniest roast jokes. We were at a roast, I think of Paul Higbee, another funny fella, and he said, okay, your comedy really speaks to me. I said, thank you. They said, that wasn't a compliment. No, they said, can you make it stop? It's tough to do I said, they said. Oh, it's so hard. So Joe Rumrill said, going to see Steve Whalen is like being at a police auction. You're going to see a lot of stolen goods. He or she. It is the year 2016 after all. You can have women in your jokes. Said, can you make it stop?
Stop it. Okay, just stop it.
Someone needs
It's an attitude adjustment. I'm really very sad.
You talk, take one.
My best friend Steve DeCianna, check him out. He's also on Cartoon Monsoon. I'm bringing you and the screen back in October. Your act speaks to me. I really wish it wouldn't. There you go, Alan. Voices in the head. Vin Forte. Great idea. Talk. Voices in head. I like that a lot. I have voices. Maybe the way you think a joke will play out. Oh, look at my September stats. Halfway through, maybe 2/3 of a way through, we have 111 jokes. And we're on pace for 180 jokes, which I'm proud of. My old record was 155 jokes. So August 16th, I'm confident we'll be able to break that. So on pace for 180. I bet I can even do 200 this month. In my big old pickup truck. Oh my goodness. My head. For some reason, as James Adomian once said during a bit, he's doing a bit as Huell Hauser, and he goes, wow, it's almost like my head hurts from screaming all day. The voices in my head told me not to say that joke. Henny Youngman has a joke where he said they ask you, they say, how do you train to be a comedian? He says, first, You get a whole big handful of marbles. You put them in your mouth. You try to tell jokes.
And I'm going down the highway.
Every day you remove a marble. You tell all your jokes. When you finally lost all your marbles, you're a comedian.
Excuse me. I'm going down.
There you go. Look at that riff.
Good morning, my baby.
Andy Merrill was the voice of Brack. Oh, oh, oh.
Thank you very much. My headphones fell off.
What a great thing to include on a kid's album. Alright, I wonder if he was a little under the influence. Which might be a good
Here space goes with okay.
under the influence.
Think about.
Today, boys and girls, put your best foot forward. If you're not sure which
I'm under the influence.
or have
I'm above the influence. Remember that? I don't know, that might be too obscure to reference, but
to have the proper
whatever.
footwear,
I'm under the influence. Emphasis on the flu.
you get to.
Emphasis on the ends.
And remember,
I'm under the influence.
not by the size of your feet,
I'm just gonna move.
but by whether
I didn't realize how far this was.
thank you.
Whoopsie doodle. Sorry about that, folks. I didn't realize how far away we were. Oh! Adam Susan above the rim shot. Love it. I hope the music isn't too annoying. What's not to like about fart sounds? Theater down. Oh man. I love that part as a kid. Expressions. Some people express themselves through painting. Some people do X. I do this. Look, some people paint, okay? I make fun of people in bars. 'Cause I'm an adult. Dan Licata, one of my favorites, he had a hilarious post where he said, I tried to commit suicide today. Yeah, 'cause I'm an adult.
Oh boy.
Thanks for throwing me that like. Someone threw me a like. I appreciate it. Every bit helps. Whew. Dieter down. What's going on? This track might not have been properly exported. But that's fine. Unless there's a big spook. I don't really remember that part. I think I'll zap him with my power bands. Yeah. This is the karaoke version. The way that you talk. Love the baby. I love the way that you... I really like it when you call my name. Hey, Bracky Wacky. I love your sister. I love your Aunt Louise. I like your doggy. Hey, I even like his fleas. I really like it when you tickle me. Ha 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 ha. Stop it! Somebody left the cake out in the rain. Oh no! I was gonna eat that cake. I should sing the song. But now it's all wet and I don't think I want any. Just the two of us, and you can get a job riding the school bus. Let's express myself with the people. I'm just trying to express myself. Express yourself. The way I dress. You can forget. You can clothes make the man child. Look at me. Clothes make the man child. Hey, we did get some jazz in. Boy, we're writing a lot of jokes today. It's just so nice. I didn't get any writing done yesterday. I did have a fun, productive day. I was with my brother and his very long-time girlfriend of 7 years, and with her family. And it was so nice to see them. We went to a great Italian restaurant. I'm done with Italian for like 2 weeks. Get ready for more, Southern fried chicken. Yeah. It's tough to do. Vin Forte says this Thursday, get funky and bust out the Toe Jam and Earl soundtrack. Here's the rub. The soundtrack to Toe Jam and Earl 2 are both 24 and 36 minutes long respectively, which is exactly 1 hour. So it's like perfect. But I tried listening to it. I love it to death, but it's a little challenging to do the video game music. It's just so like... I'll consider it. I was also thinking about doing the music from Super Battletoads. Excuse me for picking my ear. That's disgusting. Clothes make the man child. I express myself with my clothes. The expression... I'm just here expressing myself. You've heard of Meet the Press? What about Press the Meat? Classic bit. Oh, is this what I think it is? Okay, guys, I'm just gonna... Upstairs, I got a... Upstairs, I have a Cornish game hen. I just need to rotate it real quick and check on it. So, BRB, talk amongst yourselves. Thanks for
Far out in the great expanse of the Pacific Ocean.
oh my goodness, what a cool idea for an album.
Central and cheap seaport of the Hawaiian Islands.
Malakalikimaka, buddy. My name is Brack, and in Hawaiian that means fish food.
Fish food.
Here's a song about my recent trip to Hawaii.
As Samwise Gamgee would say, I'm back.
Of the aeroplaning, lady
Only my adventure to rotate the chicken was not as grand.
said,
Expression. I'm under the influence. Yeah, I'm high. Oh. One time I did a show where I was reaching for the mic stand and I kind of whiffed on it and I go, sorry, I'm totally high, and it got like a huge less. Is that all it takes? You monkeys. Okay. Say it to my face.
Say, man, that's a heavy rhythm. I've got the funk in my trousers for sure.
I said, hey, say that to my face.
I like bananas because they have no bones. Yeah,
Macaulay Culkin starred in Home Alone.
alone. If your dog has started, go get him some of those little doggy bones. If you got something rhymes with bones, yeah. For $8, call a psychic friend on the telephone. If you're going deaf, the doctor makes you listen to tones.
Okay, got my comedy voice back.
Got a trailer park in Rome. Ooh, yeah. If you eat some uncooked pork, you'll sit around.
There's a saying.
Yeah. Something that rhymes with bones. Yeah.
It's the seasoning, it's the flavor, it's the texture. Milton Berle has said there's an old saying, and Henny Young would say, well, if there's an old saying, you said it.
For learning to talk Italian.
There's a saying, spoken word.
You look beautiful in the candlelight, buddy.
They resti a cena con me. Will you join me for dinner?
Say, okay, say they busted.
I don't think you should be a spoken word comic.
Not if you were the last man on earth.
Mi dispiace per l'incidente.
Spoken word?
I'm
Broken
sorry
will.
about the tomato sauce episode.
Pero que le machi serano venuta via.
I used to know this word by word, including the Spanish.
My wife has many warts.
Ma, I'm not so. What are you, crazy? Ay, 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 ay.
Mashed potatoes.
Hey, sweet potatoes. The saxophone. I'm thinking about being one of those spoken word comics.
Whoa. Smoked sausage. Fried chicken. Pepperoni pizza. Tenderloin dip.
Stephen Ignatius in the house.
Donut. Do the
Alan Yasmin with a Little Mermaid reference.
Believe me, baby. I've tried quite a few. I've eaten meatballs and sweet and pork
Spoken
chops
word?
and Peru.
Speaking part. Oh, a speaking part.
All it did was remind me of you, baby. And your mashed potatoes. Sweet potatoes. Oh, baby. Pass the butter.
Okay, boys, give me room. Bob is with his scout troop.
My agent said he got me a role where I play myself, but it'll be really good for me. It's a non-speaking role.
Susie's at the shopping mall, hanging with us.
My agent told me.
No one
My agent got me a part for a movie. He said it'd be perfect for my comedy. It's a non-speaking role.
easy being evil, but evil's what I be. I'd like to be your buddy. Be invited
At the last comedy show I was on, I told one, probably my all-time favorite joke, which is, I called up my agent. I said, you're doing a bad job of getting my name out there. He said, who is this? And somebody laughed so hard in the front row they started tearing up. And I said, thank you, that's my all-time favorite joke. And he nodded his head like, yeah, I love it. Oh, it felt so good. It felt so good.
Choke on it. Here's a poem by Alfred Lord Tennyson, anyone.
Corned beef to the left of me. Corned beef to the right of me. Wait a minute, no. Corned beef to the left of me. Sauerkraut to the right of me. Rye bread in front of me. Cheese
Boom.
coming from behind. And then everybody ate a sandwich.
Gee, that was twisted.
Hmm. Why didn't you got me a part in the movie that he says,
I got the music in me.
I got the music in me.
What they said.
oh, I got a little furrowed, you might not have seen it, but I got a little furrowed brow there for a second.
Sandwich.
Sometimes when you're writing comedy, you think about jokes you did before that bombed, and then you get a little angry. Those will improve my act. It's a non-speaking role.
How you doing?
I don't want to jinx us, but we haven't hit a wall yet today. We're up to joke 10, huh?
What song?
The one we were doing.
Sort of drops the brack there for a second. Oh my god, what a great album. Smack talking me. My lips. Oh boy. What a great album. I really like this joke, but it hasn't worked, where I say, I asked my agent if he was one of those sleazy double talkers. He said, no, no! He said, come on, come on! Maybe we'll try that version. I told my agent I was sick of his sleazy double talk. He said, come on, come on!
Here's a wonderful nugget of joy from Zora.
We've all heard the expression, it's as easy as taking candy from a baby. But have you ever thought about how accurate that expression actually is? I mean, think about it. Babies offer practically no resistance, and they are easily distracted. Simply say, hey, baby, look at the nice doggy over there. Then snatch the candy from their teeny little fingers and head for the...
Zora!
What?
That is simply despicable, encouraging viewers to take candy from babies.
Well, I mean, candy's not good for babies. It's, bad for their teeth.
So what you're saying is, when you take candy from a little bitty baby...
I'm doing him a favor for crying out loud.
Oh, come on, babies don't even have teeth.
They don't. I mean, I know they don't. And you know why? Because they eat too much candy.
Classic bit.
I once had a beautiful sandwich. Oh man, I'm talking head.
That one needs help.
Was made with fresh beef bologna and bombarded yesterday. It had butter and American cheese on white bread.
Yeah, it is past midnight. Matt Nadestip in the house. Matt is so funny. You know what? I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it, Matt. One of the funniest people I know.
Oh, man. I'm sorry.
He makes me laugh so much.
Attention,
Saw him on an open mic on Thursday. It was so nice to see him.
that in the next few months, you'll discover a
I'm pretty sure he works for some e-cards. I know they had some staff turnover recently.
So don't pick at it. It'll just make it worse.
Whew.
Hey, does your head hurt? Well, it's killing me.
Freedom of expression. The way people express themselves. Hey, I don't use bad language. There's better ways to express yourself. They say bad language is a feeble mind trying to express himself. Gilbert Godfrey would say, who the fuck said that? Bad language makes for bad feelings. Go fuck a refrigerator. All you do is talk, talk, talk. You're full of hot air. My agent's full of hot air. Matt kills it on Facebook. Damn right, Adam Susan.
Cranberry sauce.
Oh, man. Lo and behold, I said we haven't hit a wall yet, and all of a sudden, it gets to the point where you're like glaze over all the words.
Lead a horse to prune juice, but you can't make him drink it. Nor would you want to. In other words, don't be afraid of change. Change is good. Changing clothes, for instance. Why, it puts me in the mind of a story of a mother who had two.
Say it to my Facebook.
And Otis. Every day she would tell
Maybe
me
people
change
express themselves on social media.
Change underwear with Otis, and Otis would change underwear with Milo. And so you see.
I seldom bother wearing undergarments. I figure
My social media presence.
If you ever need to borrow a pair of, briefs, I got an extra pair.
the ones that say kick me.
I feel bad. I've been roasting people. I actually roasted somebody. I posted on YouTube. I felt a little bad. I roasted him so bad that his wife started patting him on the back. Oh my goodness. He said he was a storyteller. I asked what he did for a living. He said he was a storyteller. I said, is the story, when does my unemployment check get here? And I got a huge laugh and an applause break, like a very long applause break. And his wife was like patting him on the back. I kind of felt bad. So it made me think of a joke where I say, I only roast because I care about getting a laugh.
He's in pain all over the place. He is evil, I'll say it again.
G-Money is down.
He's my best
Slightly problematic.
friend. Slides through space with all his X-Men.
You're just being funky.
That he conquers planets and makes a man.
Wickety, 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 whack.
He's a big fuck that everybody knows.
What up?
Just look at the tantrums that he throws.
I love you, Black.
Cheek instead of a nose.
I love you, Breck.
When he lies, it grows and grows.
That's Pinocchio, you dork.
I'm not a dork, you jerkhead.
Dork.
The express bus.
Shut up and finish your rap.
Okay.
Express yourself. Express yourself.
Cry, baby.
Freedom of people. Alright, let's chill out a little bit.
Exactly.
Be real good with all your might.
You hear me, son?
The Santa Claus is coming tonight.
What does that have to do with anything?
I like Santa Claus.
My personal brand. You have to market your brand.
This is the brag.
If I have to market my brand,
Learning to talk Italian.
Bill Hicks has a great marketing joke where he says, talks about how people from marketing are going to hell. And he says, you know what the marketing people are thinking right now is they're thinking, oh, Bill's trying to appeal to that anti-market market.
Dice bevuto il cervello. Have you swallowed your brains?
There is an eggplant in your mustache.
Actoro Hamboni. Al Pacino.
Sedite, Traditore, Serpente, Biscottino, Blockhead, Traitor, Snake, Cookie.
Ciao. That's Italian for food.
All right. My inner voice. My inner feelings. This song is what we would call a genre parody.
I'll put bubblegum in your hair. Hide a
Genre parody. I even like that idea.
sneak up and wet you from behind.
Some people ask me if I'm a comedian or a character. I say book me and find out. Oh.
Just ask me. 1, 2, 3, 4. I tell Flips to go chase its tail. I tease Brad till he moans and wails. I call
Come on, let's go. We got some more jokes in us.
I oughta be spanked.
Who am I? I appeal to you as a friend. You don't appeal to me as an enemy.
Yes.
My market.
When I was in school, in the yearbook, I was voted most likely to forget what he was voted.
I'm so fat I Boston market my act.
Brad, don't ever change, ... your underwear.
Yeah, Vin Forte with a great plug.
Oh, boy.
The Mouse and the Mask, Danger Mouse and MF Doom.
I think that was Tom Quinn, 'cause he's the right one.
I actually met him at Comic-Con and I accidentally called him Danger Doom. And he did not appreciate that.
I bet he cracks up people when he pulls them over.
I mean, he was nice, but it was kind of like one of those, like, what, are you kidding me? And I was like, ugh.
Oh,
Little I Love Lucy moment.
License and registration, please, ma'am. Oh, I bet they laugh and laugh. Phew. The end.
Alright, check this out. There's no bologna for my sandwich. Mayonnaise gone.
People talk behind my back.
Drink my soda pop and Sorax.
The comedy business is ruthless.
Record player's broken. I got bubble gum on my shoes. Yeah.
People talk to me behind my act.
Going right today.
People talk to me in front of my back.
I'm telling you. Boxer shorts all full of holes. Sock drawers of
My brand, my personal brand,
jackets are accused depressed. A little birdie sings a song. She ain't heard the news. This mantis ain't so green today. Sorax got the blues.
under the influence. Right now, the ideas that I'm looking at brand. I'm looking at under the influence.
It did make me jittery.
Um,
There's an impression of me on coffee.
Those are the two I like the most.
Hey, what
And
are you
social
doing?
media
What are you
presence.
doing? What are you doing?
Those are
What
the
you
three
doing?
ideas I like the most. I should focus on those.
What are you doing? 'Cause I've had too much coffee. I don't know.
Under the influence. Social media I express myself on social media. My brand is strong.
What you gonna do? Better surrender when I come.
You have to market yourself. You have to be personal.
What you gonna
Personable.
talk to my lawyer? Gonna have him sue.
I got me a dog. Her name is Stu.
I'm an evil mantis who
My brand.
gonna shoot my laser at your big behind.
Shoot his laser at your big behind.
I'm a big green bug who's feeling blue.
I also like this one. Some people
When I conquer
do, like some people paint.
bug, what
Like, there's a very funny moment in Gilbert Gottfried's podcast where he has on, oh, his name is escaping me at the moment. Very funny, Tom Leopold. And he's telling this story, and he goes, now, I'm not a hunter. I'm not a fisherman. It's just, what a great riff. And then they're just laughing. Now, you guys know me. I'm not a hunter. I'm not a fisherman. Some people do this. I do that. My one-liners...
Hey, kiddies. Space Ghost went to the zoo the other day, and he looked so fat in his costume, the elephant started throwing him peanuts.
God, that was a great laugh.
Bad bug, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when the ghost zaps you? Bad bug, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when you're barbecued?
Man, we really hit a wall hard.
Oh yeah, I'm poking around. Gotta go to the store for Mama. She wants me to get some milk. Get pork.
Alright, you know what?
Gotta get
Alright, I'm sorry, folks.
around.
We're gonna call it a little early today. We had a lot of great jokes, but we really hit a wall super hard. So we hit 11 good jokes. What do we got? Someone set me up on a date. They said she would appreciate my act. She was deaf. I feel like I'm on The Voice, except the audience spins their chairs away from me. Hey, I have freedom of expression, and my audiences have the right to remain silent. I'm trying to find my voice. My audiences hope I lose it. My comedy causes shockwaves, mostly when I walk. Because I'm fat, folks. I'm so loud, people are walking out of, like if I did the Greenwich Village Comedy Club, say, they're walking out of the comedy cellar. My comedy speaks to people. That's the problem. Someone told me, Steve, your comedy really speaks to me. I said, thank you. They said, can you make it stop? Look at me. Clothes make the man-child. My agent got me a part in a movie that says will improve my act. It's a non-speaking part. I told my agent I was tired of his sleazy double talk. He said, come on, come on. All right, let's look at some Cornish game hen. So anyway, folks, we got, let's do some plugs. Steve Whalen, MrJokes.com. Whoops, sorry, it's probably really loud now. Steve Whalen, MrJokes.com. Steve Whalen, Mr. Jokes on Instagram. Check out my YouTube, which is just Steve Whalen. I'm sure if you search, you'll find it. Besides the YouTube, what else? On Facebook, I do this every Thursday and Sunday at 11 p.m. Oh, that smells good. R.I.P. C. Martin Croker. There you go. Take a look, huh? It's in a crock pot. Look at that. And then we also have some red potatoes. Alright, folks, my startup disk is almost full, so I gotta get going. Bye, everybody.